Good morning, students. Today we will start a new chapter. The chapter named is Ammonia NH3. So, this lecture is presented by me, Panit Ghatak, your chemistry teacher. So, let's begin. So, today's topic is preparation of ammonia, that is, preparation of NH3. As you know, the chemical formula of ammonia is NH3. Okay. So before we start the preparation of ammonia or preparation of NH3, we should know the properties of NH3. Some properties, the basic properties, chemical properties of NH3. As you know that NH3 or ammonia is a gas and it is highly soluble in water. Number one, NH3 is a gas. Number two, it is highly soluble in water. In the gaseous form of NH3, it is basic in nature. It is basic in nature. Okay. Whereas the aqueous NH3 is acting as a base. In the previous classes, we have already been seen that the HCl, the aqueous solution of HCl, is acting as an acid. Similarly, the aqueous solution of NH3, that is aqueous solution of ammonia, is acting as a base. Whereas the gaseous NH3 is being have a property of basic character. Okay, so gaseous NH3 has some basic character, whereas the aqueous solution of NH3 is acting as a base. So aqueous ammonia is a base. Okay, whereas the aqueous HCl is a acid. That acid is being named as hydrochloric acid. We have learned this thing previously. Okay, so today we will start off by knowing NH3. We have been known that NH3 has two phases, that is, number one, in gaseous phase NH3 or ammonia is slightly basic in character, whereas in solution phase it is acting as a base. It is acting as a strong base. So aqueous solution of ammonia is acting as a strong base. Okay, so today we will start the preparation of ammonia, that is preparation of NH3. Okay, preparation of NH3. Okay, so we can do the preparation of NH3 by three ways. Number one, from ammonium salt. Okay, as we know, the ammonium salt is a derivative of ammonia, so we can produce NH3 or ammonia from the ammonium salt as well. Okay, so what we can do, whenever an ammonium salt is being reacted with a base. Okay, so here you can all say that it's this NH4Cl and this NH4Cl. So all the four reactions, one thing is common, that is NH4Cl, that is ammonium chloride. Okay, whenever ammonium chloride or any ammonium salt is being reacted with a base, its base can be NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, KOH, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, or calcium oxide, any base. Whenever NH4Cl or any ammonium salt can react with a base, whenever an ammonium salt or NH4Cl is being reacted with a base, this base, whatever the base is, it doesn't matter, it gives three products, that is, one is ammonia, another salt of that base. This NaCl is the salt of NaOH. Here is KCl, because here KOH is a salt, KOH is the base. Here CaCl2, that is calcium chloride, because here the base is calcium hydroxide. Similarly, here CaCl2 is also being formed, because here the base is calcium oxide. Okay, so salt is irrespective of that base, and the third one is H2O. So whenever ammonium salt is being reacted with a base, whenever ammonium salt, that is NH4Cl, is being reacted with a base, NH4Cl is being reacted with a base, that will give, the reaction will give ammonia, number one, number two H2O, and number three, the product will be the salt of that base. Okay, if we use NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, then we will get NaCl. If we use KOH, that is potassium hydroxide, then we get KCl. If we use calcium hydroxide or calcium oxide, then we will get CaCl2. Okay, so whenever ammonium chloride is being reacted with a base, it will first give ammonia, number two H2O, and then it will give a salt of that base. Okay, so salt the salt in the product is purely in the respect of the base we use. If we use NaOH, then we will get NaCl. If we use KOH, then we will get KCl as a salt. Okay, so whenever we react NH4Cl with any base, we will get ammonia, H2O and a salt. Okay, so in this way you can easily form ammonia. Okay, so the next reaction is we can produce ammonia from nitrites. Okay, so here you can see that is Mg3N2 or ALN. Okay, Mg3N2 is called magnesium nitrite. Okay, whereas ALN means aluminum nitrite. Okay, ALN means aluminum nitrite. Okay, so here all these nitrite, either the magnesium nitrite or aluminum nitrite, whenever reacted with the water and slightly base, it will form a salt, that is magnesium hydroxide and sodium metaaluminate, this kind of salt plus NH3. Okay, so respective of their salt, they will also form NH3. Okay, so whenever nitrite, either it can be magnesium nitrate or it can be aluminum nitrate, whenever magnesium or aluminum nitrate is being reacted with water or along with slightly amount of base, it will form a salt along with NH3. So in this way also we can easily produce ammonia. Okay, so this is the second process by which we can prepare ammonia. The first process is from ammonium salts we can prepare ammonia. Whenever we treat ammonium salts with any base, we will get ammonia. And the second way is whenever we use nitrates, that is either magnesium nitrate or aluminum nitrate, and treat it with water and slight amount of NaOH, it will give a salt and a base, and ammonia. So by this way also we can produce ammonia. Okay, so the third way is the direct combination. So we can easily produce the ammonia by direct combination of N2 and H2. Okay, so whenever nitrogen and hydrogen is being reacted directly to combine with each other and form a molecule, that molecule is ammonia. Whenever is N2 and H2 is being reacted to each other to combine, and they will form ammonia. Okay, so this is the reaction. This is mainly the exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. There is the reversible reaction. In this way you can see that whenever this sign is there, so this is the irreversible reaction. This is the irreversible reaction. That means only one way, so only reactant to product. Okay, so suppose I am just explaining to you that suppose this is a reactant and this is a product. So if this sign is there, okay, so one way sign is there, so that means only from reactant only product can form. From product we cannot produce reactant. Okay, but whenever, so this is a irreversible sign. Okay, so this is a irreversible reaction. But whenever this kind of sign is there, that means we can produce product from reactant, as well as the reaction can go inverted, and the reaction can also produce the reactant from the product. Okay, so this is the two-way reaction. So from reactant we can produce product, and from product we can easily produce reactant as well. Okay, so this type of reaction is called reversible reaction. Reversible reaction. Okay, and this is called the irreversible reaction, when only the product can form. From reactant to product, the reaction coordinate is from reactant to product. So that means from reactant only product can form, but no reactant can form from the product. Okay, so only from reactant to product, but product to reactant there will be no way. Okay, so here in irreversible reaction, reactant only goes to the product, but product cannot be reactant. Okay, product cannot form any kind of reactant. Okay, only the reactant, from reactant we can produce product. Okay, but in case of reversible reaction, this is a two-way reaction, so we can produce the product from reactant, as well as we can produce reactant from the product as well. Okay, so this is the two-way reaction, and this reaction is being called as the reversible reaction, whereas the first one, this is the first one, is being called as the irreversible reaction, where only the product will form from the reactant. The reactant will not form from the product. Okay, so this direct combination is an example of the reversible reaction. Here you can see the sign as well. Okay, so this reaction, in the next day we will know about a reaction, that name reaction. That name reaction is called the Haber process. By the Haber process we can easily produce the ammonia from this process. Okay, so by this way we can produce the ammonia, but this process has some clear demerits, and this demerits will be long gone by the process of Haber process. Okay, so by using Haber process we can easily form ammonia by this method. Okay, so we cannot just react N2 plus H2, that makes 2NH3. Okay, but that will not happen. We need to give some condition to the reaction, that is some pressure condition as well as some temperature condition to the reaction atmosphere or reaction mixture. That is why the N2, that is nitrogen and hydrogen, gonna react to each other and they will form ammonia. Okay, and this process is being named as Haber process. We will learn the Haber process in brief in the next class. Okay, so for today we have already started the ammonia. The chapter name is ammonia, and we have seen the preparation of NH3. There are mainly three ways, that is from ammonium salt, from nitrates, and from the direct combination. Okay, so we have discussed all in this short video. Okay, I hope you have understood this part very well. If you have any kind of doubt, you can always ask me by writing your doubt in the comment section below. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you very much.